What is going on, Geek World? This is Adam from the Geekiverse. I'm here with Don Jackson. He does some really cool stuff here at Buffalo Comicon. You should check him out. We'll pop his Facebook and his Twitter and all that fun stuff down in the description below, so definitely go down there and check it out. So, tell us a little bit about what you're doing here at Comicon.
Well, this year I am focusing a little more on doing caricature drawing. I do caricatures at Darien Lake, and so what I do is I have sort of pre-made images of just bodies from different fan bases, video games, comic books, sports, all kinds of stuff. And then I will pop one out and draw someone's face on there, and that's kind of a cool, customized work of art that they can take home, you know? Not something you can buy at a store, exactly. So it has a lot of value.
Yeah, that's super cool. If you come to Buffalo Comicon, if you get a chance to make it, there's a lot of really cool art displays here. You've seen a bunch of the stuff that we've already talked to. This is by far one of the ones that I came to right away. I saw a Green Lantern you had there earlier. That'll be popping up in some Geekiverse videos, I'm sure. It's super cool. So do you do that? Is there like a special technique that you're using versus what somebody else may be using?
Well, I have a fine art background, and when you go through all that difficult training and learning how to do anatomy, etc., then you have a lot of knowledge to draw from. But then I was lucky because a few years later I became friends with an inker in the comic book industry. His name is Joseph Rubinstein, and he has become kind of a mentor of mine, and he taught me a lot of the traditions of American illustration, you know, and specifically in comics. So his teachers were Dick Giordano, Neil Adams, and he's worked with a lot of people for over 30 years. So I use a lot of what he taught me in that, and I combine it with my fine arts training. And then it's just a matter of what materials I'm working with, if it's colored pencils or ink, oil, etc. So here you can even see samples of some of the inking. There's just so many different things that I'm using, different products and different materials, because I'm always trying to reach out to see what people like, you know. And when you're selling art at Comic-Cons, you're just trying to like test the market all the time. Yeah.
So that being said, of course, we're Geek website, we're at a Geek Con here. What is by far either your favorite thing to draw or your favorite like geek icon that you can remember?
Well, for me, developing my own comics is my real passion. This is not, the trick with that is nobody pays you to do that, you know, so you make a living using your art skills doing caricatures, prints of fan-based art, etc. And then while you're in your studio, you're developing your own things that are important to you, something you can make your own statement with. But as far as me in the geek world, I would say I'm very much a Marvel guy, you know, and it's not hating on anybody else, but it's just kind of what I grew up with. I love everything from like 60s and 70s. That's kind of my peak period. Heavy metal, creepy, eerie, those kind of worn magazines, that's stuff I love.
That's super cool. All right, guys, so don't forget, come down to Buffalo Comicon. Don, say hi to him. Tell him you saw him on the Geekiverse.
See you on Facebook.
We'll check down in the links below. There's all his stuff will be in there. So, Adam from the Geekiverse, stay tuned for more content coming from us.
The name of your company, as well as a little bit about what you guys do for the viewers at home.
All right, right on, man. The name of the company is Artful Gremlin Productions. We're basically a local podcasting group. We've got a couple of shows out right now. We've got the Nerdynomicon, which is what you were on. My hosts for that show are myself, my wife Brooke, and another co-host named Adrian. He's based out of Austin, Texas. The other show that we do is Couldn't Be Models, which I do with two of my childhood friends, Greg Hobart and Dickie Axtell. And we have a lot of fun with that show too. Both comedy, both